Think Tank. I am your host, Adrian.
Talbert Curlingham.
Who?
Talbert Curlingham III. My daddy was a little lazy.
Spell that.
Talbert. T-A-L. Fuck off.
All right. I am the local well-dressed film critic, and today we're going to be discussing. I look good.
Everybody is entitled to their opinions.
Look, I got like 4 compliments, all from females, on this particular topic.
And they were all over 80.
All right,
women is women.
All right, guys.
There's no
All right,
such
and
thing
we're
as
gonna go
bad
ahead
pussy.
and we're gonna go ahead and discuss the DC versus Marvel phase.
Before we get into that, did you take the glasses off? Put them on.
Yeah, I did.
I was about to say, it looked like you sell beef pies and sour oranges.
I'm on my blank man joint today.
Hold on, get to the reason why we're here.
Oh God, I fucking want to turn a point. Anyway, all right. So as you may well know, that of course Marvel has completely taken over in the past 15 years with a lot of their franchises, such as Iron Man, Thor, the Avengers, of course, was assembled.
But DC is trying to fight back with their, which I believe they should have done.
Hold on, let's stick to form, Kim. Hold on now, let's stick to form now. You gotta introduce it, right? You gotta give DC some credit, man. They did have Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
The
Rises.
worst Batman movie.
Get the fuck out now. This is about to turn into a segment.
We had this discussion last week.
And wait, first of all, how can you say it's the worst out of the 3?
It was the worst out of the 3. It was lazy.
Lazy.
It was lazy.
The main character
he did not care anymore. We
all,
had this discussion last week.
The character was set up perfectly. Bane was done to immaculate perfection. And
With Tom Hardy, who's only 5'8" and about $165, and he looked like he was 6'5", about 300.
Looking like all grown-ass man.
Yes.
For real?
For real.
And he acted his ass off.
Storyline. Did you even see the Talia part coming?
He played Pedro.
Did you see the Talia part coming?
I read the comics. I knew it was coming.
I read the comics. I didn't see that shit.
I definitely saw that coming.
Almost
That
pissed
was
in my popcorn.
completely
That shit cost
telegraphed.
$8.50.
On top of that, let's not talk. We're not gonna discuss the lazy editing. Like, oh, Batman goes into a tunnel.
Wait,
at
the only
daytime,
bad thing about that
and then
movie-
comes out at nighttime.
Hold on. Wait.
Someone on Christopher Nolan's caliber should never have made a mistake.
Wait a minute.
Like
No. Whoa. You shut your damn mouth right the fuck
Are you
now.
serious?
Yes.
Are you serious?
The only thing bad about that movie was that badass acting scene where the chick sat there and died like. That was it.
Look,
I'm sliding over.
the entire movie, slide over. We've been having this discussion. We've been sit down. They can't see you on camera, kid. They can't see you on camera. Or what was your name, Talbrick?
Sorry about that. Had to go take a dump after this nonsense was coming out of his mouth. Anyway, all right. So we were talking about DC. Let's get back on subject here. We were talking about DC versus Marvel. Okay, so here's a question. After the success of the Avengers, it is noted that they are making a Justice League of America movie with a lot of complications. Now, here's a little debate between you guys. What do you think that they're going to do with the Justice League of America? Do you think it's a good idea for them to go ahead and put it out now? Or do you think that they should go and wait for another Batman arc?
Fuck that. I've said that with this before, and I'll say it again. What they need to do, and what DC needs to do, is to stick with the series like they've done. The series Smallville has gotten great traction. It has gotten millions of viewers. The show, the breakout show, The Arrow, has brought an amazing amount of viewers into its first season, which has been incredible. Now all they need to do is do the same thing. Bring Amazon out. You can't do a Flash one because pretty much Smallville killed it. Because you can't bring a speedster into another speedster's realm. But just build it or do a Manhunter fucking series and then introduce the characters that way so everybody can get familiar with it. And then you can collaborate and do a movie. But to do a movie and let them spawn from that, it's ridiculous because then you have to introduce backstory into the fucking movie. And that takes too much time.
Here's my thoughts on that. I'm a little torn. On the one hand, they should take their time putting together a structure to put out a Justice League movie. You don't want to rush it. And I feel like as soon as Man of Steel got hot, they were like, okay, Man of Steel 2 next year. Justice League the year after that. They got too happy. They need to slow down.
Well, you know why they're doing that.
Because they gotta strike while the iron's hot.
No. They're playing catch up.
They can't.
Yeah,
They
can't catch up.
Let's just call square that Marvel is making DC eat it.
But here's another thing too. Another reason why I feel like they might need to move quickly is because, I mean, Marvel is taking all the actors. They're taking all the actors up. I don't know if any of you have heard, but news broke today. Rumor, and this is rumor has it that Armie Hammer might play Ant-Man, the Lone Ranger, and he's coming up.
Yeah, he wasn't he in the Social Network?
Yeah, he was the twins in the Social Network.
Wait, was he playing two parts? Yeah, he's actually a twin himself.
No, he was playing two parts. He played
That's
both
impressive.
at the same time.
I didn't know that. I thought he was.
Yeah, don't get trouble trying to wait off that information.
but that's just another prime example of Marvel taking all these up and comers and even all these people that are established stars in certain genres that they know can bring a box office draw.
Okay, first of all, I don't think DC should be jumping the gun. First of all, because you can't catch up at this point. It's ridiculous to try. You're just gonna burn the cinders trying to keep up with the flame.
That's very true. And even Superman himself, Henry Cavill, has said he would rather WB and DC take their time on this. And I also think as well, one of the things they're talking about that I mentioned, they want to do Man of Steel 2 before Justice League. And I was always, before Man of Steel came out, I was of the mindset that if DC wanted to do more establishment before Justice League, they should do World's Finest Batman Superman team up movie.
That should come first.
I always thought that. But after seeing Man of Steel, this is my big issue with that. Everybody knows that as far as superheroes go, Superman is the epitome of superheroes. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Man of Steel.
No, go fuck yourself. At this point of the game, you should.
But if you haven't seen Man of Steel, they did not establish Kryptonite in that movie. So if you go into a Justice League movie or even a World's Finest movie without establishing Kryptonite, then you're essentially saying that Superman is impregnable. He's all powerful. He doesn't need a Justice League. One of the main reasons he should need a Justice League, or one of the main reasons a Justice League should exist, in my mind, if we're going real world with this, is that someone or something has finally broken past his guard and he needs backup. Look at Man of Steel. Another spoiler. He killed Zod at the end of that movie. Who's to say that half the public doesn't think if he did that, we don't need he's it. He's our savior. He's the world's savior. That's it.
Well, okay, so hold on.
It's like Batman with a Green Lantern ring. Nobody wants that.
That's like Batman with an Iron Man suit on. Would never happen. That's a possibility.
I mean.
All right, so hold on. All right, so let's get on back to Marvel side of things for 1 second. A lot of big movies coming out for Phase 2. Phase 3 is going to be pretty huge. But
well, everybody does realize, even with the Phase 1 category, the original movies that came out, the Thor movie, Captain America, were not really that big a deal. They were just making,
Captain America was a big deal. Thor was kind of like underrated.
They were just making these movies so they can, when they form the Avengers, they can kill all the whole backstory nonsense. But on their own individual, Iron Man is the only one that stood out on this. Well, I take that back. Yeah. Edward Norton's Hulk and Iron Man are the only ones that really killed numbers.
Hold on. I don't think the Incredible Hulk. It was the Incredible Hulk. Right?
The Hulk with Edward Norton.
But
the Incredible Hulk, that didn't really kill numbers. That's not like y'all.
It broke even from the last.
It did because the other one tanked so bad. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure they were handled differently by different producers, directors, and so forth, even different studios. But I think that it really set the tone. But here's the thing: for continuity's sake, they still got somebody different. So this is like almost a new Hulk in the Avengers movie. So it wasn't even the same character. It wasn't even the same tone. It was. Even the design of the Hulk was somewhat different from the CGI we're used to seeing from the previous movie.
Yeah, but it's
an Abomination, played by Tim Roth, excellent actor. was he fit that role, but there was still like a lot of variables in that whole way it could have played out to stay true to the comic book fans and the canon.
Phase 2.
Okay, Phase 2. So let's get on that. Phase 2, Iron Man 3 came out to a large success. Got Robert Downey Jr. another $150 million payday for both Avengers 2 and 3, which means he will continue to be Iron Man for continuity's sake up until the final Avengers movie, which will be the third one. Now, who do you think will be the Avengers? Even though there has been a hint of Thanos being the bad guy, who do you think will play second?
Well, first,
second.
First you gotta tap into Guardians of the Galaxy first.
This is true.
If they're going the Guardians of the Galaxy, if they're pulling villains from there to be in Avengers 2, then it's probably going to be someone, I guess, space-wise.
Would it not be Thanos?
Well, of
I
course.
don't think they want to blow their load that.
Okay, of course it's gonna be Thanos.
Well, if you do that, you can still do something else.
You can't mind fuck the crowd with a
You
Thanos.
can't go bigger than Thanos.
But you can do that.
You can't go bigger than Thanos unless it's Galactus, and Galactus is Fox.
What about Dormammu?
Yeah, that's another one. That's what I was about to say. That, but they're saving that for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and they
have said they're gonna make Doctor
Do
Strange.
we really need a Doctor Strange movie? Do we need
I
to
don't-
see a movie?
Who's gonna play it? That's the question. The only thing I can think of is Clive Owen.
No, fuck no.
Really?
No.
Who can play him then?
Nah,
Johnny Depp?
No.
Hell no.
So, well, there you go.
What are you smoking?
I'm not smoking nothing. I'm saying you can't use Robert Downey Jr. playing him. If
No.
you did that, now Marvel has done some shit. But can they do that again?
No.
No, not with him being that big.
He's not a Doctor Strange.
Who's Doctor Strange? That's a good question.
Whoever plays Doctor Strange could also play Doctor Orpheus.
They should have kept. I think they could have kept. I got a good person for Doctor Strange. It might sound odd. Now,
It might sound stupid.
It might sound stupid. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Who the fuck is that?
Sherlock Holmes from BBC.
Well, thank you for spitting on me, but no.
Actually, his name has been thrown around on the internet as a popular candidate.
Who?
So
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah.
That dude's a piece of Sherlock.
Okay, you think he can't be Doctor Strange and lead that character?
He's a fucking monster.
He played the bad guy in
He
Star
walks
Trek.
all
I would like to see Viggo Mortensen.
No,
Nah.
Vigo is tired. Vigo,
He could do it.
he does too many sexual rape scenes in movies.
What do you do about
Doctor Strange.
Did y'all not see A History of Violence?
Doctor Strange is kind of weird and
it was-
rapey. He fights tentacle monsters. You can't get more
can't get
weird
more
and
rapey.
Did y'all see
Yeah.
Eastern Promises?
No.
Oh, okay. I need to go back and watch that.
Can we please get off the rape thing?
Okay, right. Yeah. We don't be here at Think Tank. Do not condone such actions, by the way. We only just piss you. Yeah, we don't. We only just piss your lemonade when you piss us off.